All right. Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be discussing on the topic of going to in your grammar book. And as you know, like going to means the idea with going to means to say something about the future, means to say something about the future. All right. Are you clear with it?
Yes.
All right. Okay. And then let's go ahead. Going to means then what? With will, shall. You know, instead of using will and shall, we can also use going to, but the idea is different. You understand? Right. Then going to කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරනවා අපි අනාගත කාල අදහසක් දෙන්න. But will shall කියන එකත් අපිට ඒ idea එක දෙන්න පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්, but it has a distinction. නමුත් ඒකේ වෙනසක් තියෙනවා ළමයි. That you have to understand. All right? Okay, fine. So let me go ahead then. We often speak about the future without using shall or will, as in these sentences. We often බොහෝලාවට අපි පාවිච්චි කරනවා will, shall, as in these sentences given in the chapter to talk about future. Now let's see the difference now. Let's see the difference between will, shall, and also with going to. All right. So now we have to identify the difference in between. මේ වෙනස තමයි අපි තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ. පැහැදිලිද? තේරුණාද පුතාලට? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then now let me read out the first sentence. I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow. I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow. All right. So what does I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow? Now you might misunderstand that it gives an idea of a present continuous. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට හිතෙන්න පුළුවන් මේ present continuous idea එකකට මේක දෙන්නේ කියලා. Yeah, we can also use the present continuous tense structure in order to talk about future. But the idea of the future has to be given somewhere. The time adverb has to be placed. Time adverb එකක් use කරන්න ඕන ළමයි. Then tomorrow is the time adverb there. පැහැදිලිද? කාලය ගැන කතා කරන පදයක් උතන තියෙනවානේ. You understand, guys? So that is tomorrow. That is tomorrow. So with that, it is very obvious that this sentence talks about something in future. ඒ අදහසත් එක්ක ඕගොල්ලන්ට idea එකක් ඒ අදහසක් ගන්න පුළුවන් ළමයි මේකෙන් කතා කරන්නේ අනාගත කාලයක් ගැන කියලා. I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow. So what do you think? What's the difference between will or shall and then going to? දැන් මොකද්ද වෙනස මේකේ? Going to පාවිච්චි කරන එකේ shall will පාවිච්චි කරන එකේ. As you all know, I mean, like now you know, like will and shall also means the same, like the future, but there's a difference. හැබැයි මේකේ වෙනසක් තියෙනවා ළමයි. All right. So let's see. Right. Okay. Let's get to the next sentence. Jack is going to play football next Saturday. Now, if you highlight next Saturday there in your grammar book, next Saturday. All right. What does next Saturday mean there, Akita? Does it mean something about today or tomorrow, or like something about future? Yeah, that means that talks about future. Yeah, but how has the sentence been used there? වාක්‍ය කොහොමද පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන්නේ? Is going to. So going and then plus to infinitive, because play is taken or is considered as an infinitive. It's a basic verb. Play කියන එක මොකද්ද? මූලික ක්‍රියාපදයක්. And with that we have used to කියන පදේ පාවිච්චි කළා. So together with to play, to play කියන ඒ පද දෙකත් එක්කම අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් ළමයි, and we can call that grammatically as a to infinitive. We call it to infinitive. To infinitive එකක් කියලා අපි ඒකට කියනවා. Are you clear? Dinuja, are you clear?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Yes. So next Saturday. And let's get to the third one. We are not going to have lunch until 2 o'clock. Until 2 o'clock. You underscore until 2 o'clock. We are not. So the sentence gives us a negative idea. We are not going to have lunch until 2 o'clock. Until 2 o'clock. දෙක වෙනකන් අපි දවල්ට කෑම ගන්නෙ නැහැ. All right. Now in these sentences, the speakers are speaking about the future. You must be very clear of what these sentences mean. What these sentences mean, okay? Fine. So these sentences mean about future, and at the same time about their intention. And at the same time about their intention. Intention means to say about the plan, but they have already decided, or what they have already planned. That is what we mean as intention. අපි intention කියලා කියන්නේ දැනටමත් සැලසුම් කරලා තියෙන නැත්නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ plan එක, idea එක. Right? And what they are going to do. Are you clear, guys? පැහැදිලිද? So the
Yes,
speakers are speaking about the future. අනාගත කාලය ගැන තමයි කතා කරන්නේ. ඒ වගේම similarly about their intention. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ plan එක. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ plan එක. Right? Now let's see, instead of using these structures, we can also use something else in place of. We can also use something else in place of that. Then අපි going to කියන එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නැතිව ළමයි අපිට මේ වෙනුවට තව වෙනත් පදයක් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. I gave you a word called intention. So intention is the noun of intend. INTEND, intend. අදහස් කරනවා, සැලසුම් කරනවා. You know, it gives kind of an idea like that. Okay, fine. Now let's see how you all can use intend. Right. I intend to see the doctor tomorrow. I intend to see the doctor tomorrow. All right. I intend to see the doctor tomorrow. Yeah. Which is in the future. Which is in the future. Are you clear? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. කියන්නේ මම හෙට දොස්තරවරයා හම්බෙන්න අදහස් කරනවා. Which means like he has a plan. Right? It's not a sudden arrangement. It's not a sudden arrangement. So he has a plan. He has already decided to see the doctor tomorrow. That's what I want you to understand. Okay. And number 2, as we previously talked, it's about Jackie is going to play football next Saturday. Then how would you read out the same sentence by using intend? And remember one thing, intend is an infinitive. Intend කියලා කියන්නේ infinitive එකක්, which means it has a plural sense. It has a plural sense. So if you want to add a singular sense to the verb, you have to add the letter S there. You have to add the letter S there. Are you clear, guys? So right, Nimit, then what's the singular form of intend? What's the singular form of intend? Yes? It is intends. 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 All right, okay. Because when it comes to Jack, it's a singular noun. So we call it like Jack intends to play football next Saturday. Jack intends to play football next Saturday. So idea still is in the future tense. All right. Now, how would you try number 3 then? We are not going to have lunch until 2 o'clock. Just let me know like how you all can do that. Just just make the sentence negative. Make the sentence negative and then do it, will you? Yes. Nimet, could you read out the sentence then by using do not with the verb intend? We do not intend to have lunch until 2 o'clock. We do not intend to have lunch until 2 o'clock. Okay. Did you get a simple idea about the use of going to and will and shall? But I haven't yet spoken about will and shall. Yeah. But without using will and shall, we can also use this way, this structure in place of will and shall, and to give the same idea about future. Anagata kala adahasak denda confirm tahawuru karapu adahasak yamak ogollo kalin තීරණය කරලා තියෙන සැලසුම් කරලා තියෙන දෙයක් ගැන කතා කරන්න ළමයි. The ideal structure ගැලපෙන. Yes.
මේ මම දැන් ජොයින් වුණේ මොකද්ද කරන්නේ?
Yeah, you better get to page 46. Page 46 going to. That's the title. All right. Page 46. We have already completed the first part of that, and the recording is in progress, so you all can check it out. Fine. Okay. Right. You got an idea, guys. එහෙනම් මොකද්ද මම මේ lesson එකෙන් අදහස් කරන්නේ පුතේ? මේකෙන් අපිට will shall පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නැතිව අපි තහවුරු කරලා තියෙන අපි දැනටමත් සැලසුම් කරලා තියෙන confirm idea එකක්, right? Something which you have already decided can be used by using going to or else using the verb intend. Intend කියන verb එක පාවිච්චි කරලා. But remember one thing, that depends from the subject. If the subject is singular, so the verb intend should become intends. So that depends on that is based on the subject. Take a katru mata tamara dapavatin. But you get the idea, going to or intend. So you must be very clear with the idea. Ogalanta pahadilida. Sanjay, Nimit, Dinuja, and Akita.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, guys. Let's move on further. If you have any clarifications, let me come back to you later. Fine. So sentences about the future and intention are made in this way. Am, is, are. It can be even negative form. It I am not, is not, or are not, plus going, and again plus to infinitive. So that's gonna be the sentence structure. Now, even if it is said like to stem, so to stem also means the same, which is an infinitive. Infinitive එක කියන අදහසම තමයි ළමයි to stem, STEM stem කියන එකනොත් දෙන අදහස. ඒතර පුතාලා මතක තියාගන්න to infinitive එකක් කිව්වොත් එම what you have to do is you have to take out a simple verb and then place to right in front of that verb. For example, like if you take like go, play, dance, sing. So place to go, to play, to dance, to run. You understand? To write, to read, to watch. So those are called two infinitives.
Yes, sir.
All right. So those are called two infinitives. Fine. Okay. Very clear. Fine. Going in sentences of this kind has no meaning of movement. Now, this thing you have to be really clear of. Even though the word going, which is a gerund, or we would say like ing verb or present participle verb, is used there, but it doesn't mean anything about the movement. No, there's nothing such. going to කියන එකත් එක්ක going to කියන මේ verb එකත් එක්ක ing verb එකත් එක්ක you might be wondering like does it mean something like දැන් මේ කරන්නයි යන්නේ or something like that. No, it has no such sense. එහෙම අදහසක් එහෙම meaning එකක් ඒකේ doesn't bear any such. එහෙම එකක් නැහැ. Okay, fine. So it straight away means that it's just a grammatical word. So what does it mean then? What's the sense of it? What's the idea of it? It bears a grammatical word. It bears a grammatical sense. ඒකේ ව්‍යාකරණ පදයක් ව්‍යාකරණ අදහසක් තමයි ඒකේ තරම්. You understand, children? Right? Did you get that? Okay, Dinuja?
Yes, sir.
All right. So when I'm going to කියන අදහසෙන් මේ යන්නයි යන්නේ ඒ වගේ එහෙම එකක් නෑ ළමයි. So it gives straight away an idea of a grammatical sense, right? Used to express the future. So going to does mean about future or the speaker's intention. අනාගත කාලය හෝ කතා කරන එක්කෙනාගේ සැලසුම අදහස කරන්න යන දේ ගැන තමයි එකකින් කතා කරන්නේ. There's nothing more than that. එතනින් එහාට ගිය අදහසක් නැහැ. යන්නයි කියන අදහස නැහැ. Okay? I hope that you all got it. මම හිතනවා ඔයගලන්ට ඒක තේරෙන්න ඇති කියලා. Fine. Here are the pictures and sentences which will help you to understand better the use of going to. Now you all can see, look at the picture there. This boy is not drinking a glass of milk now. What is he doing there? Just have a look. He's pouring the milk from a jug into a glass. You all can see. තේරෙනව නේද? එයා මොනවද කරන්නේ? කිරි වක් කරනවා ජග් එකකින් glass එකකට. pour. වක් කරනවා. Pouring the milk from a jug into a glass. Okay. Now, if you just use this future idea by using going to, how do you read out the sentence using that structure? Again, he is going to. Now, after pouring the milk, what is he going to do? What is he going to do? He is going to drink a glass of milk. මොනවද කරන්න යන්නේ? නේද? කිරි වීදුරුවක් දාලා නිකන් තියන්නේ නෑනේ. And you are going to drink it. Then තේරුණාද? Okay, good. Let's move on to the next one. Yes. Now you all can see a blackboard and a teacher. Yes. The teacher is not writing on the blackboard. The teacher is not writing on the blackboard now. Yeah, he's just standing right in front of the blackboard. Board එකේ ඉස්සරහා යා හිටගෙන ඉන්නවා. And then මොනවද කරන්නේ? Yes. He's standing near the blackboard with a piece of chalk in his hand. With a piece of chalk. උණු කෑල්ලක් අතේ තියාගෙන board එක ළඟට වෙලා ඉන්නේ. So what is his next? What must his intention be? What does he intend to do? මොනවද කරන්න අදහස් කරන්නේ එන? Yes, what is his intention as you all guess? ඔයගොල්ලෝ guess කරන්නේ මොකක්ද? What is his intention?
චෝක් එකෙන් blackboard එකේ ලියන්න.
Tell me in English. Tell me in English. Yes, you can have a look there. Yeah, he is going to
Write on the blackboard.
That's right. That's right. He's going to write on the blackboard. That is what his intention is. That is his plan. Otherwise, just having a piece of chalk in his hand, he is not just dreaming, looking at the blackboard. He's just going to do something. It's very obvious. All right. Are you clear up to that?
Yes.
All right. I guess that you all have got that. Fine. Let's move on to the next example. Y'all can see a man just, standing on a bridge. Yeah. And he's looking down. This man is not jumping into the river now. He's not jumping. He's just, checking, or he's just looking down. Just looking down the river. Yeah. So he's standing on the bridge. So what must he be dreaming about? What must he be thinking about? Yeah.
He is going to jump into
That's right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, that's the exactly right answer. He is going to jump into the river. He's going to jump into the river. All right. Yes. So that is his intention. You got the idea now? Now, if you just try to replace going to with the verb intend, how would you tell that? Now, follow the previous instances given to you. Kalindun examples, Bala, just tell me, just yes, readjust the sentence using intend. Okay, could you tell me? Yeah, no problem. It's all right. Don't worry about mistakes. Just try it out. Give it a try and see. Give it a try and see, guys. Yeah. Sanuja, tell me. Using the verb intend. You got to only replace the verb intend with the singular subject pronoun he. That's all. And then you know what changes you have to do accordingly. Anybody else? Anybody else? Dinuja, Nimet, can you try it out? Can you? All right, I'll try to help you out then. He is in place of is going to, you can say he intends. So what's the to infinitive then? He intends to. Yes. Try it. Guys, try it. He intends to place the infinitive, okay. He intends to jump into the river. You got it now? Could you repeat?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah, Akita, you repeat the sentence.
He intends going to jump into the river.
No, you don't have to use again going to there. I told you like. Now what you use is intends. The purpose of using intends is to replace going to there. Yeah. Dinuja, you correct it and say. Dinuja, you correct it and say. Nimet, Sanuja.
He intends jumping.
He intends to jump into the river. To jump is the to infinitive. This is what I have been telling you guys. To infinitive is to jump. Now, what did we do? What changes we have done so far? What we did was like we removed going to and then replaced with intend and then with the to infinitive. So it must be clear to you now. Did you get it? You got it, guys? Therunada lamai?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, okay. You got it. Fine. And then let's move on to the next one. Yes. Now, what does this lesson talk about? Mukadda me paadamen kiyanne ogalanta. This lesson tells you how to use a planned idea in the future without using will and shall. Will shall පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නැතිව අනාගත කාල අදහසක් ඔගොල්ලෝ දැනටමත් සැලසුම් කරලා තියෙන, තීරණය කරලා තියෙන. දෙයක් ගැන කතා කරන්න කොහොමද අපි going to එහෙම නැත්නම් intend කියන verb එක පාවිච්චි කරලා කියන්නේ කියන එක තමයි ළමයි මේ පාඩමේ ඉගෙන ගන්න. පැහැදිලිද? Alright?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's not a complex idea. සංකීර්ණ අදහසක් මෙතන නෑ. It's a simple grammatical structure. Only thing you should know like will and shall. You all know as you know how to use the will and shall. And so that's what we all know about future. අපි අනාගත කාලය ගැන නැත්නම් future tense එක ගැන කතා කරනකොට දන්නේ මේ will shall කියන එක විතරනේ. Right? Now this is something additional, something extra for your knowledge. So add it and then try it out. So better also try some similar sentences. Right? මේ වගේම සමාන වාක්‍ය ටිකක් ඔයගොල්ලෝ try කරන්න. I want you guys to build up at least 10 similar similar sentences by following the same structure, going to, and then again with intent. You got it? Clear? You have to build up your own 10 sentences. Okay. වාක්‍ය 10ක් හදන්න, follow up the same structure. Going to කියන එක in place of will and shall. Going to කියන එක in place of will and shall. Okay? Right. Any questions out of that lesson? Have you got any questions? Okita?
No, sir.
You have no questions there. Dinuja?
No, sir.
Nimit?
No, sir.
All right, fine, good. Sanjay, have you got any questions?
No, sir.
All right. So can you try to build up at least 10 similar sentences? Can you do that?
Yes.
You all can. Fine, great. And also you got yes. You get some other sentences there. Have a look over there. Choose the right parts from B to complete the sentences begun in A. So, right. So prior to that, I would ask you to, just go through these A and part B, and then try to do the matching yourself. Take about 2 minutes and try yourself. Take about 2 minutes and try yourself. Let's see like how well you all can do that. All right. Okay.